Hello, you guys. Welcome to the Hottest Fuck podcast. I am your host, Samantha Nivens. So excited to be here with you guys on this fabulous Monday. I am typically recording these on a Monday now. And you guys know, or if you don't know yet, Mondays are my fire day. I am like a rocket ship. I've just generally been so full of energy and like a rocket ship lately, like these last 2 months since June. And just some quick context on that before we dive into today's episode is that also knowing that I had probably one of like the worst mental health feelings. It lasted for about 5 weeks in April, May, to where like I completely did not feel like myself. I was so off. I had like zero drive, did not want to do anything, just felt like being in a ball and not doing anything, which if you guys know, like that is so not me. I am so driven. I am so energized, like generally. And so just want to share that. If you didn't catch me sharing that yet as part of my story of this year, I don't think I did a podcast on that yet. And actually I probably will now. But truly, I just want to like share you like the real picture and full deal. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, I'm so on freaking fire. Like waking up at 6 a.m. is kind of my natural wake up time without an alarm. And just being like on it, clear, ready to go, like pumping out things that like actions like I need to do and I want to do, like nothing. Like it's so effortless. And yeah, so it's just like so much energy, so much fire. And it came after a season where like for those 5 weeks, I basically just maintained, gave myself grace and didn't, I did what I needed to maintain my life, but that was it. I didn't do anything extra. I had zero goals. I had zero energy extra. So I just want you to see that. This is what I talk to my clients about, that we talk to too, is that there's seasons, there's ebbs and flows. Like life is not just this one big trajectory of like, oh, things are going great and only getting better for the rest of life forever and ever and ever. It just goes up. No, we know. And I just want to make it so real for you guys that there is ebbs and flows to life, right? We have really amazing, crazy, great seasons where like nothing can stop us and we are on fire. And then we have seasons like last year for me that was very like rooting myself and finding my own grounding and who I was and what I wanted to do and create in this world. And there was the littlest growth of any year in my business and in life last year. And now I'm on fire. And I told you guys, if you didn't hear already, like I felt like the first 6 months of this year, I'm already a new woman now. This already the second half of the year. That's how much growth I've experienced and expansion that I've had this year. When last year was like nothing. Not nothing, but it wouldn't have looked like any growth necessarily on paper, right? So there's seasons to this life. There's seasons to relationships. There's seasons to our business. There's seasons to our body and what that looks like. So side note tangent, I just want to share that with you guys. If you're in one of those down seasons, it's okay, right? If you are knee deep with the kids in school and summer, and it's just not your time to freaking fireball and rocket ship out, that's okay. Or if you're like hearing the call and you're like, okay, I've had my rooted season. Now I'm ready to wake the fuck up and get after it. Then let's go. All right, let's get into today's episode. So what I want to share today is really something that this has come up for me. And to be honest, definitely comes up for clients or people reaching out to me. I know it's a thing. And that is really checking in with yourself, being honest. Are you actually eating healthy? And where is that? Like if we had to give that on a scale of 0 to 100%, I like to use percentages. I think so many people, what I see out there, what I hear out there is people, especially in like midlife, like 35 to 50. I speak to a lot of women in perimenopause, in menopause, or a lot of moms, a lot of women going through transition and changes. Maybe they're going from corporate to entrepreneurship. There's just changes, right? Changes in our life, and our bodies do literally change, right? When you're 20 and you do have the metabolism and hormones are like all working like this, I mean, you can get away with so much, right? So little sleep, so much junk, so little workouts, and your body could be beautiful and just amazing, and you feel amazing overall, right? Not at 30. That starts to decline. I would probably say at like 30. And then it definitely, my body has definitely 1,000% changed in the last year. I am a very aware woman and person of my body. I'm sure you guys would guess this and know this from the results that I've gotten. Top placing female, lost the weight after both my babies, no problem. All intuitively I did not have to like count calories, macros, or anything. Like that tells you how fucking in tune and in touch I am with my body. No injuries from ultra marathon running, from being a top placing runner. Are you kidding me? Like those results come because I listen to what I need. I listen. When I need a break, I take a break. When I'm ready to go after it and my body is saying, let's fucking go, I go. I listen. I listen to my body and what I need. And so I know my body has changed this last year. There are things so here's some context. I would say that generally I had been eating healthy at like 70 to 80%, truly, with my water, with my meal sizes, my portions, with my, you could call it macros, with my proteins, fats, carbohydrates, sugars, alcohols, right? Like all of that. It's obvious it's not just like me making this up. Like my results show for it. If you look at my body and what I've been able to create, and even as an athlete in running or in lifting, like I generally have ate 70 to 80% healthy. I would say the last, honestly, like 10 years. Maybe like even it fine tuned and dialed in a little bit more in the last 5 years. But that's what I did. And it created incredible, great results, right? And now, I wouldn't even say in the last year, since the beginning of this year, I could tell my body started to shift and change. And I started to have more bloating. It was harder for me to do this cut and drop a little bit of weight, which was normally like I could just do the things that I did and be down 3 pounds over a weekend. Like, no problem. And it wasn't that easy this time around. So, and now I did some things different. Like the way I lifted, the way I ate, working in a gain was definitely different to cause, I think, some of the stress on my body and even some inflammation. So I had to like balance that out. But that's what made me even realize and want to do this episode for you guys and with you guys is I had to check in with myself. And I'm a very aware person to be able to say, oh, okay. Like where I'm at now with my body, I used to be able to eat healthy at 70 to 80% and get these results that I felt really good about. Now my body has changed. And in order for me to get the results that I want now again, where my body's at now, it's evolved. Okay. I'm 40 and it all truly, honestly, really shifted in the last 6 months. I also shifted again, my workouts and my eating to accommodate that. But regardless, my body has changed. So now to get the results that I want, the realization that I had is that I'm going to have to be at 80 to 90% of eating healthy. I'm going to have to take it up a notch. I'm going to have to make some changes, some tweaks, some fine tuning if I want to create new results. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I am 100% okay with that. And I know my choices also, and I'm not upset about it. I'm like, and this is where I see a lot of women, a lot of people going wrong is they're like, oh, they're so victimy and upset about like their bodies and this life and being like, oh, God, this menopause thing. Oh, this perimenopause. Oh, my body. Oh, I can't do all these things anymore. Oh, I have to change. I have to evolve. And it's like, yeah, we are beautiful, incredible, amazing humans. These beautiful, amazing, incredible human bodies. Yes, girlfriend. Yes, we need to change. Yes, brothers and sisters. And it's okay. Why not embrace it and accept the challenge, accept the growth, right? Just like most of us have had to do in our careers. If you were just the same person you were when you graduated from college with that degree and got that very first job, you all have been going after your careers, or as a mother, whatever it is that you've been doing for your life, you've been elevating and expanding, right? To make the money that you make now, to have the roles and responsibilities that you have now over 10 years, right? To be an incredibly qualified, amazing parent that maybe the first we were like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. And now we're like, fuck yeah, I got this, right? To some degree, right? We're always figuring things out. But it's like, for some reason, we can accept, oh, we need to grow and evolve and change those things, or even in a relationship. But when it comes to our bodies, when it comes to the foods and the things we need to eat or the workouts we need to do, we're like, ugh, like, ugh, it's so hard. Why me? Why do I have to do this? Everything's so hard. It takes it like blah, blah, blah. We're so resistant to the evolution and to the change. And I really want to offer to like open up the space, have grace to accept the challenge, accept the evolution, step into it powerfully, own it and be like, oh, just like I was, oh, okay. I see this is what I need to do now. Got it. And guess what? I'm still in this kind of like middle space with it where I'm like, I haven't fully nailed it, where I've gotten the new habits and the new tweaks to like where I could like say to you 100% committed that like, oh, I'm there. I'm at that 80-90% now. I'm dialed in. I'm not there yet, you guys. I'm not there yet. But I have the awareness. That's what came in the last couple months was like, oh, this is what I need to do. And these are and I know I didn't have to have a trainer or anybody or a nutritionist or a hormone specialist. I don't have to have anybody I checked in with to be like, I fucking know. I know these things that are upsetting my stomach have the potential to be the things that need to change with me. I know what those are. And I promise you guys do too. If we got on a coaching call and spent an hour together, I promise you, you know what those are. We have these blinders on when we're in our own box and we have an ego. We have so many things going on. We're so busy. We're just like you're not taking the time to pause, to hold the space. Whereas I hold the space. Have been in tune and in touch with my body for over 15 years. I know what the fuck is going on. And that's where you start. So that's where I'm starting. And I'm baby stepping my way into it. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll have a little bit less here. Okay, this is one thing I need to do here. I'm baby stepping it. I'm taking my own path and my own journey, not to be there tomorrow. Be like, all right, I have to make this change. And this is because this is where my body's at now. And this is the things I'm going to have to change. I'm easing myself into it. And so I would offer for you to have that grace and space to ease yourself into your next level of eating and healthy choices, to give yourself the space to do it. Don't take forever, okay? You need to actually take action every single day, every single week, like 80% of the time. But give yourself the space and grace and start. And this is where I'm going to go back to where I actually started this conversation and what I asked. So that's what I'm aware of. And you guys can literally like see my results because I share them for you all. Like you see my pictures on Instagram. Literally, these are like mostly in the moment in time, right? You've seen my journey along the way, whether you're looking at last year, years ago, like it's all there for you guys, right? So it's pretty obvious it's working. It would I was at a 70 to 80%. Now it's your turn. Where are you honestly at? So many people are claiming and saying that they eat healthy, quote unquote. I'm eating healthy, quote unquote. But the reality is, I'm gonna say this, like I've been in this world, in this industry for long enough, that most people are probably actually, when they say they're eating healthy like that, and they need to lose 20 pounds plus, 30 pounds plus, and have been stuck there for years, I'm going to offer that that's really what that equates to is your eating healthy is 30 to 40% of the time. Maybe 50 to 60% of the time would be like you're getting some results, but they're kind of back and forthy. It's very slow, and or you get some results and then it kind of backs up, and then you get some results and then it kind of backs up. That might be like a 50 to 60% you're eating healthy. And you're working out consistently, whether it's 2 times a week or 3 times a week, maybe even 4 times a week. Like you're eating healthy overall, 50 to 60%. You're working out overall, but your results are really pretty consistent and maintaining. And you still have, 10 to 20 pounds that you want to drop and or physical goals like getting an ass or doing a pull-up or something like that. And 70 to 80% would be like where you see my results. They're really fucking good. And now I want to take them to the next level, like seeing my abs doubling the size of my ass. I'm halfway there. Like next level shit, next level energy. Like I have that, I have it. And now I want more. I want that next level, which is 80 to 90%. So I want to give you that like frame of reference for you to be able to tap in and check in with yourself and being honest. So 30 to 40%, what that looks like when you're quote unquote eating healthy is like you are eating healthy, maybe like 1 to 2 meals a day, like maybe Monday through Thursday. And the reality is you're saying you're eating healthy, but come Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you throw all abandon to the wind or eat like 1, maybe 2 healthy meals over the whole weekend. You go to brunch, you drink a lot of alcohol on Friday night and Saturday and maybe even Sunday. You don't really sleep that great. You sleep in, you skip your workouts, or you don't even never worked out on a weekend because it's a weekend. So you're like, it's a weekend. And you're not really drinking much water or enough water. You're like, I drink some water. Or you admittedly are like, no, I'm not drinking my water. You're working out. You're kind of on, maybe you do 3 workouts one week, but then you don't do any the next week. You might do 1 or 2 workouts. Maybe you do 4 workouts one week, but then you're back down. It's like so inconsistent. There wouldn't be a pattern we could catch. Or it would be for maybe a month because you're like in a challenge. And then basically the rest of the year, maybe 3 months, you're consistent, and the rest of the year, you're not. You're having alcohol 3 to 4 times a week, whether that's 1 glass or a whole bottle. You're not drinking enough water. You're only like your healthy meals are maybe 1 to 2 a day. And you're consistently, the junks and the things are slipping through the cracks consistently. Where you're like, oh, my friend came to town. Okay, now we're going to go out and eat all the stuff and drink all the stuff. Oh, it's my son's birthday party, and now I'm going to just eat all the stuff, drink all the stuff. Oh, it's 4th of July. Oh, it's back to camp, school. Oh, it's date night. Oh, it's anniversary. All that shit throws you off. That's someone who is lucky to be at 30 to 40% healthy eating. And what I find is most people are like, I'm eating healthy, and they're like, I'm doing all the things. I've been trying to lose weight for years. I've tried all the diets and all the things, and yet no, they haven't. Or maybe no, you haven't. You've done something of that, but at a 30 to 40% if you're lucky. That is what I've found with clients. I found just talking to people when we're having conversations and I'm sharing like who I am, what I do. And it's so common. And people think They're like, they're claiming like, listen, I'm eating healthy, I'm working out, I'm doing the things. They think they're at least a 60% or even an 80%. They think I'm doing all the things. I'm eating healthy, I'm working out. And the reality is they're actually at a 30 or a 40%. Yeah. And some people might not even be at that, to be honest, if you heard that description of where that's at. And even for you guys who are at our 50% or 60% healthy eating and working out, when you're like, okay, you are consistently working out, but you're lifting the same weights, you've been doing the same workouts, same time, same repetitions, same intensity overall for years. You've been eating about the same way and the same foods, generally more healthy. You only drink 1 to 2 times a week. You kind of watch your desserts, like all of those things don't totally throw you off, but you do indulge a little bit more than someone who's at 70, 80%. And you just generally haven't like changed your diet that much or things, and things, they're still like slipping through the crack, things that happen maybe 3 days a week on average, right? 2 to 3 days a week. So even that 50 to 60%, when you're doing the things and maybe you've lost already 20 pounds from doing that, or you lost 30 pounds from doing that, but you still have 10 or 20 more to go, and or you want to run a marathon, and or you want to double the size, you have bigger goals now, and it's like you've been stuck there. That is even like, okay, then we need to change. We need to fine tune and evolve to that next level. Yeah. So I want to open this conversation for you guys to be able to take a look and really see, this is what I help my clients do, is we get really clear on like literally, where are you at right now? And most of the time we think we're doing more, which is a mindset thing. We think we're doing more than we actually are. And then there's literally tangible, like I can look at your meals, at your food, at your water intake, at your workouts. I can literally, anybody, I don't care, raise your hand, come DM me. Like, you can tell me the things and I will immediately be able to pull out things from each area: nutrition, workouts, water, even like athlete level status. If you're racing, doing events, I can immediately pull out things to change that would take you from 30 to 40% to, I don't play around, to 70, 80%. That's where I want at least all of my clients to land. Maybe we baby step up to the 50, 60%, but overall, like you're going to land at a 70 to 80%. So you get fucking baller ass results. And then that 80 to 90%, that's when you're like athlete level status, ready to go elite. Either way, I'm here for it, wherever you want to land and be. But that's what I help my clients do. I can see those gaps in the mindset and literally tangibly in all the areas. So you can do this for yourself. And if you've been struggling with this for months or for years or for a lifetime, you're not seeing your own gaps, because I promise you, what you want, the body that you want, is 1,000% possible. Y'all, I don't have all the names right now, but we could go scrolling, Googling, YouTubing, and literally be like, show me a 65-year-old with a six-pack. Show me a woman who went through menopause and looks better than she did when she was 20. I promise you, she or he is out there. So there are no excuses. There are no, but me, but you don't understand, but this or this or that. I'm here to hold you to a higher standard. I'm like looking in your eyes right now. If you're on YouTube, if you're not on the podcast, I'm looking you in your eyes right now. I want to hold you to a higher standard for you. I want to elevate you. I want to pull you up. The vision that you have of your body is fucking possible. 1,000%. What you want is possible. I promise you. You guys, I've run ultra marathons while pregnant. I've been a top placing female, first place at my first 100-mile race. And then it completely changed from an ultramarathon athlete, endurance athlete, running all of those long distances for 10 years to gaining 15 pounds of mostly muscle in 5 months. Yes, what you want, it was because it came from my desire. I wanted it, I got it. That's what I want for you guys. What you want is yours. If you're willing to solve for the gaps, it's not a question of, oh, nothing works for me. Yes, there is something 1,000% that will work for you. If you're not seeing your gaps, that's where someone like myself as a coach comes in to help lovingly show you your gaps and give you structure, while we also start to listen and tune into your body. You're going to learn that. That's what we teach and go all the time in the program is, what about you? How do you feel? What do you like? It's not about what foods I eat necessarily and the things or the workouts I'm doing. It's what works for you with some structure. Okay. So I hope this is helpful, you guys. This is really like your check-in time. You can do something about it on your own if you look in the mirror, quite literally, or if you like literally are like, okay, she's right. Here I am. Write down your food for a week. See where you're at and see, oh shit, I actually have been eating more like 30 to 40%. What are the intuitive, natural changes, just like I did, that you can make to change and actually eat healthier and not inconsistently? Listen, none of us is perfect, but not eat healthier Monday through Friday and then go binge eating and do whatever the fuck you want Friday through Sunday, right? Not eat healthy 3 days and then not healthy 4 days, like consistently 7 days a week. What changes are you going to make with your workouts, with your healthy eating now that you have this awareness? And if you want help doing this, if you want to make it easier, if you don't want to spend weeks and hours and months, more years trying to figure it out, then that is what we do working together, either one-on-one or in the Hot as Fuck Club. So if you guys are interested in learning more about that, you can DM me on Instagram at Samantha Nivens. Just let me know, shoot me a DM where you're at, and let's talk and see how I can help serve and support you. The club, the price, just so everybody knows, we are expanding. We are getting an upgrade. It actually used to be the Hot as Fuck membership, and it turned into the Hot as Fuck Club over this past week. And that's probably a whole nother podcast. But for that, so the price is going up on July 31st. I may give you guys a little bit more time if you're hearing this episode. And I know it's pretty quick turnaround, but just DM me. The price is going up. So you want to get in now if you have been thinking about this, if you're feeling called, if you're ready to work on your health and fitness. Oh, and guess what? Your life too, because we are not just about health and fitness in the Hot as Fuck Club. That is just one area. We also work on a big life goal, unlimited life coaching for whatever is going on in your life that's coming up for you, that's having you feel stuck, confused, frustrated. You get to raise your hand and work on that. Unlimited life coaching. And then there's the energetics coaching, where we talk about your style, your home, your boundaries, who you are, and claiming that in all the ways. And that then bleeds into how you show up for your nutrition, for your workouts, for your life, right? It's an embodiment. Start to embody the identity of who you really are and want to be. So you get all of that in the club. I would love to have you guys. Please let me know if you love this episode, and please share it with a friend and let me know. DM me your takeaways from this episode. I want to know, was it helpful? Or if you have questions, what else do you need? DM me. Let's connect more. I don't want to just be a voice speaking out. I want to connect with you guys. And that's it. I will see you guys next week and cannot wait to continue this year and this journey together. Bye.